Very good Monday to everybody. Thanks for clicking on to the European Outlook for the 23rd of December. And this is how the 2-meter temperature anomalies are looking like for the month to date. So we are going to end up a warmer than average December, not only for the UK and Ireland, but the majority of mainland Europe as well. The upcoming 7 days, the final 7 days of both December and the month year of 2024 is going to be warmer than average according to the GFS Extended. However, that being said, there is interesting things coming up, and there'll be more on that as we go through the next couple of days. There will be a January Outlook released on Christmas Day as well, so stay tuned for that. But bitterly cold conditions across Iceland, as can be seen here, and then we start to relax the warm anomalies as we move out of the December and the year 2024 into the month of January and the beginning of 2025. It looks as if we have got a rather cold look in Europe. Actually, quite a big contrast compared to what we've seen so far in December. Looks as if it's going to turn colder. The question mark is how much colder are we going to see compared to average as we step towards the heart of winter. It has been a warm December, but there is some strong model guidance now suggesting that we're going to start to see colder conditions developing as we move into the new year. Looking at the ECMWF overview, precip, cloud, temperature and pressure, you can see that we've got those northerly winds now starting to ease off. We're turning the winds more westerly, and we're introducing milder air as a consequence of that as well. You can see here that we've got weather systems riding around the top of the high. Squeezing the isobars mean we're going to have fairly windy conditions. West to southwesterly winds. Would not be surprised if we see some 14s, even 15s along the Murray Coast late Tuesday into the Christmas Day period as well. And we do have, as we cross through, this is Christmas Day itself, weather front trimming the northwest of both Ireland and the UK. Looks as if the main weather front will stay largely north of Donegal and the northern portions of Northern Ireland. The high itself is anchored over Europe. So a rather quiet Christmas Day, especially across the heart of Europe. Weather systems, like I say, we're going to see some rain across the northwest. Also, we've got an area of low pressure here between Greece and Turkey. That is going to bring some quite disturbed weather, heavy rainfall, gusty conditions, but also heavy hill snow associated with that as well. If we look at the 850 temperatures real quick off the ECMWF, you can see that we've got that northerly flow at the moment easing off. Then as the winds veer more westerly, we're introducing something a lot milder. Continue to play through. We've got even milder conditions moving in as we step out of Christmas Eve, tomorrow evening, into Christmas Day itself. We've got 10 Celsius at 5,000 feet over the majority of the UK, with the exceptions of the northwest corner of the country, holding on to something a little bit colder here. And then we're kind of on that boundary between something colder to the north and that mild tongue moving eastwards. But generally speaking, with the help of west-southwesterly winds and a largely mild air mass, we could see the Fern effect kick in, and it could be a particularly mild Tuesday into Wednesday. So Christmas Eve into Christmas Day itself could be very, very mild, well into double figures throughout the course of the night, especially with the help of that wind. Then as we continue to play through, we hold on to that milder theme. We're going to look in more detail at the week between Christmas and New Year in tomorrow's video, and then the January Outlook. It will be a slightly abbreviated version of the January Outlook, just given the busyness of both the personal schedule as well as the channel schedule as well. So it's just trying to squeeze everything in at the moment. Everybody's trying to do the same thing, which is pretty understandable. Looking at the temperatures off the UK Met model, we've got a chilly start to the night, especially through the course of today. It's not been a particularly warm day, holding it around 3 or 4 Celsius across many areas. But you can see the milder air now starting to intrude into the Western Isles and across Ireland, Northern Ireland and western fringes of the mainland UK as we go through the course of tonight. That's those winds changing from northerly to more westerly and kicking the chilly air out of the way and introducing that mild subtropical maritime air mass. So as we progress through, by the time we reach midnight, so this is quite a rise in temperature, 3 to 4 Celsius during the early portions of the evening. According to the Met model, we're in the 11 to 12 Celsius range across western and northern areas of the UK as we step out of today and into tomorrow morning. And then as we continue to play through, you can see that we've got the mild conditions crossing all the way over both Ireland and the UK. And that really sets the tone for what will be a very mild Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for the majority of the UK as well as Ireland. 12s and 13s, as you can see here, even at 18Z tomorrow evening. And we hold on to that. We've even got a 14 Celsius here around the Elgin area as we move towards 20Z tomorrow evening. And then continue to play through. We hold on to upper single figures and double digits actually throughout the overnight Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. We've got heavy rainfall along the boundary between the low to the north and the high to the south and southeast. Continue to play right the way through, even into Thursday. We're introducing something slightly colder by that stage. Looking at the precipitation of the model, and we've got a lot of moisture, central and eastern Mediterranean and western Scotland, parts of Western Ireland and Northern Ireland seeing some rain as well. But there is places over the next 3 or 4 days that are going to see literally no rain at all. It's actually turned out to be quite a wet December here across northern portions of the UK, where it's been generally quite dry in recent months compared to points further south. So short and sweet today. Do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Lots coming up over the festive period, so stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.